to a flag. A gambit for publicity she dubbed the Betsy Ross of suffrage. When a similar photograph, featuring another Woman's Party member in the role of Ross, appeared on the cover of The Suffragist in mid-July 1919, the flag bore 11 stars, one for each of the states that had already ratified the 19th Amendment. Subsequent editions would track its progress through the state houses of America.
3/4 of the states have to ratify any federal amendment. There are 48 states in 1920. That means 36 states have to ratify.
There were not 36 states at that point that already allowed women to vote, nowhere near that close. And so each state to add to that was a real battle.
In capitals both north and south, from Boston, Massachusetts to Austin, Texas, the decades-long struggle was reenacted once more. Governors asked to call special sessions dug in their heels. Legislators debated and wavered. And organized anti-suffrage women, who for years had been distracted by the war in Europe, surfaced once again to plead that their sex be left out of the electorate. It took the suffragists a full year. But as of mid-June 1920, 35 states had ratified the amendment. 8 more, 7 of them in the Solid South, had rejected it. 3 others refused even to consider it. That left as a possible 36th only North Carolina, where defeat was all but certain, and Tennessee, which just the previous year had extended presidential voting rights to women in a bitterly contested battle that split the dominant Democratic Party. Tennessee's Governor Albert Roberts at first refused to call a special session. Then, in late June, came a wire from President Wilson, who pressed the governor to deliver the final state.
Talking about politics coming from a view of the streets, you know what I'm saying, dog?
Roberts, would you like to see that?
We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers, none of that shit that's on TV, you know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. The hood view, you know? Representation of black people, period, on the bench, because we don't know who Clarence Thomas is representing. He's sitting on the Supreme Court, sitting on a bench, smelling like cocoa butter.
Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics, where we go into a deep, detailed dive into politics from the hood point of view. I'm ready to. This is Holy Fan Show. And we're here into politics from a hood point of view. Holla at your boys. You know what I'm saying, dog? And if you ain't hear me before, you can hear me this time. Welcome to Hoodviewpolitics. What's going on with you, player?
Nothing much. What's going on? You know, we got a lot going to talk about tonight. About this, this thing we call it, like to call Hoodviewpolitics. But how you feeling?
About Mother's Day.
Oh yeah, Mother's Day was cool. You know, my mother did, so had to chill out. But did made a phone few calls, little few happy Mother's Day to other people. You know what I'm saying? That's about it.
Dang. Gotta keep on. I'm about to come back.
Yeah. But everything is cool on Mother's Day, How about you?
I don't think anybody none of that. Oh my God. Keep going.
Oh. Yeah, we got some things we got to talk about tonight, but you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no.
Try to get things together, y'all. We got y'all. We got y'all. Give us a second. But yeah, you know, things has been copacetic though. Everything is cool. All right, y'all. We trying to get it together. Motherfucker. Experiencing some pain.
We good, man.
But we good now.
Yes, we. All right, so it was a lot missed right there,
Yeah.
for sure. Now, happy Mother's Day for everybody out there, mothers out there, and all everybody that spent their time with their families. You know what I'm saying? We appreciate everybody and the families and take time out to do their love and togetherness thing. You know what I'm saying? That you know, love and happiness. You know what I'm saying? That
Yeah.
I don't know, man, but personally, right? Mother's Day, I usually don't really trip off the joint too much, right? Because my mother really don't trip off it, right? And then my girl don't trip off it. So what I'm fucking think about it for? You know what I'm saying? I just go around my married thing. But over the motherfucking years, like me personally, been podcasting for fucking 6 years straight now. And started off, you was a part of the Third Perspective podcast. You know what I'm saying? Anybody out there joint know about that. We'll be continuing that real soon. But Third Perspective podcast, you know what I'm saying? All the way into now, been podcasting. And at the same time, life been going on too. You know what I'm saying, dog? So I've been podcasting. And at the same time, I lost my grandmother. I lost my father. I lost everything I owned in a fire. Lost all my house and everything. Had to start all over. My mother right now had 2 strokes. My aunt is fighting cancer as I speak. But when I come on the podcast, I don't bring none of that energy on this joint. And I appreciate everybody that tunes in the joint and engage and talk politics with us. Because that's the only reason we here is to engage and get get down to the facts and the nuts and bolts of the black community and what's best for it. You know what I'm saying? Now, I don't know if you've been following that orange neck pig demon Donald jackass Trump. Have you?
Yeah. He's something else, man. Something else. I just don't know the understanding of how the people ignore their signs of, you know, the fucking pussyfoot and shit that's going on around. Just couldn't understand, but you know, each to his own. People doesn't live life developing common sense. So you got to take that on the chin.
So let me ask you this: like going through like the campaign up until now, what's your overall feeling of Kamala Harris from then until now? Do you like what she's doing since she lost, or how you feel about her in general?
Right now, I mean, she's trying to stay out the way. That's the best thing you could do right now because it's a lot of people that did really, really fuck with her too much. A lot of people did, but pretty much she got destroyed in the polls. She actually did worse than Hillary did in the polls.
She did.
I'm not sure if it's the color thing. She was the woman. I understand that. Well, everybody understands that Trump ran twice, beat both women. Couldn't beat a man. But, that's a discussion for another day. But it's just America felt like they wasn't ready for a woman for empowerment for some strange reason. Because for me, personally, it's for who's qualified for the job. Also, people got bamboozled with the whole stimulus check shit. You know what I'm saying? that was first and foremost. My people went for the stimulus check play, not understand economics of it. We all went to school. Economics was one of the classes you take. Not sure if people was paying attention in class or being a class clown, being a class asshole, or whatever the case may be. But if anybody give out stimulus checks, automatically you will have to pay that back through your taxes. Right now, no stimulus checks is passed out. Inflation is higher. And we're entering into a recession soon.
Hope not.
We borderline on it, on a recession. But the pattern kicks off. For me, it's more like we look at blue. It's like, yes, blue doing this, doing that. But then you also see that they're not really aggressive. They very passive than what they should be. The Republicans are aggressive, but not aggressive in the best way, shape, or form.
It's almost like what's the Superman joint? Superman 2, when he was going against the man, the broad, and the two dudes in the broad. Was that 2?
That might have been 2.
And they once he hit the kryptonite, they was fucking him up, right? Yeah. That's almost the same way. It's kryptonite. Once you just what's the name? They use their powers, but not in a good way. You feel me? When Superman was using powers, and he didn't have to, he could have destroyed the whole fucking world, made everybody suck his dick, right? But he chose to use his power in the right way, where they automatically was using it in a different way. You see what I'm saying? And that's pretty much how it's working right now. With people in power now, just using the power in the wrong way.
They're using it for their own advantage, an advantage that doesn't pan well. Like, you have to think about shit like that. Like, pretty much almost the whole world is going through tariffs right now, right? Except for Russia. For one, is there anything coming in and out of Russia that we, that makes?
I don't think so, bro. Like, what can be coming from Russia? Like, what the fuck we need from Russia?
What do we need from Russia to import and export here?
I mean, our most country we need is like Mexico, Canada. We don't need no fucking Russia for nothing.
Mexico. So all the main countries are being hit by tariffs. Russia is not the one that's been hit with tariffs. Taiwan, all the Japanese, Japan, China, everybody is being hit with tariffs. Russia is not being
Russia kind of funny too, bro, because that joint is connected to the joint they trying to destroy. What's that, Korea? That joint.
The Ukraine does make materials in that.
They mixed up with them. They got motherfuckers. They attached to Saudi Arabia. They attached to Syria. Bro, do you know? I was watching motherfucker YouTube the other day, right? And the motherfucker come up with the coldest part of the world. Can you imagine? Give me the degrees you think is the coldest part of the world?
Probably below 40.
40 what?
Probably below 48.
40 degrees, below zero.
Yeah.
They get to 71 degrees below zero, bruh, in Russia.
Damn.
I didn't know that.
That's cold as fuck.
71 below?
I don't think fire can even
Bro,
stop that.
they still make the kids go to school. That's the wild shit about the joint. They go to school. If it's 60 degrees below zero, they have to go. If it go past 60 degrees below zero, they stay home.
What's the difference?
Like, bro, what the fuck are we talking about right now, yo? 60 degrees below, my guy. They gotta walk to school in that. Are you fucking serious? And it's like that, like all around the years, right? The hottest it get is 45 degrees. That's the summertime, right? That's still kind of chilly, bro.
Yeah.
And then the winter, it's 70 below. God damn. It's the coldest place on earth, bro. I didn't even know that shit.
I ain't never knew that. I thought it was fucking North and South Pole.
Utahs. They call it Utahs or some shit. I don't know. The shit was crazy, bro. 70 below is just like, they got their house sealed up in a motherfucking wool fur and all types of shit. It's like, what in the fuck? Like, bro, sometimes when I wake up here in DC, you start thinking, damn, it's other people's going through a rock and shit besides. Like, just to live their normal life is just way fucked up. To be below zero, bro, you can't even take showers or nothing. Like, just crazy activity work right there, bro.
They have to take bird baths up there.
Fuck. But that brings me to when you were saying the blues, right? Biden went on motherfucking The View, right? I want to tap into that a little bit because he said a few things that I don't know. I'm gonna see how you feel about the joint. You know, they ask him a lot of things.
We have to say he said
attitude on
Exactly.
one of the things happened, if you notice, and I'm going to be shorter, okay? I promise. Okay. She said, "Don't be Joe Biden. Be short."
I said that to him.
Anyway, make a long story short, all kidding aside, think about it. Liberal democracies all across America, all across the world lost last time.
Yeah.
All across America. I think we underestimate the phenomenal negative impact that COVID had and the pandemic had on people, on attitudes, on optimism, on a whole range of things. So I was very...
Oh, let's touch on that for a minute. So his first response to what happened to Kamala is people underestimated COVID. Are you with that?
not everybody. Some people did.
Did you think of that as something contribute to her loss?
No. Well, that's a good question. And I think if I put my finger on it, I think no, that did not contribute to the loss because COVID came out of the middle of nowhere. It was time that it was starting to build up where the pandemic started to build up to that point. But that's because the negligence of the previous president before Biden came in ignored the signs.
True.
So basically, Biden right now, to me, is feeling a little salty that he had to step down, and he's putting dirt on Kamala Harris' name. That's what it sounds like about COVID. He was there when COVID hit. When COVID hit, that came from the previous president that ignored the signs.
So what he's saying right there, I'm thinking, all right, what I think he's saying is, as far as the COVID, is the way it hurt people and the way they was mad at the government after that, he underestimated. Trump used their anger for his campaign. You see what I'm saying?
Yes, he did. But here's the problem. Biden is no different from what Trump did. Right now, Biden is pointing fingers at Kamala Harris for some reason.
That what you got out of that? You feel like that?
I feel like that because he's saying that now. Why didn't he say that then? That's because he had to step down. But the simple fact that Trump used that in his campaign, he also could throw in the stimulus package that was in that whole thing too. The whole stimulus package itself was COVID hit. Okay, people believing that it was Trump that gave out stimulus, delusional effect.
True.
You know, he said it himself. He like uneducated people. Not saying that folks out there is uneducated, but to my knowledge, with the stimulus package, the stimulus checks.
You need a hold of water player. Oh, but you can't make them think. You dig what I'm saying?
Right. There you go. That right there. So with the stimulus package that came in, it's more like, okay, you have people delusionally thinking that Trump had gave out the package, and just because he put a signature on some fucking checks that Congress had passed, not him. Now, he did want the companies and the businesses to get those stimulus checks, not the regular people out there. So you put that in the equation of what's going on now, because he gets back in there here on the second term, and guess what happens? All the rich folks and himself and Elon Musk firing government workers so they don't have to generate that tax dollars back into the government workers. You eliminate the government workers, you basically put people in place that looks up to him for whatever reason, because these are contractors, a lot of them are. They throw pennies at him, and they could still be sucking his dick. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. So he went on. You had, Oprah. I mean, I keep calling her Oprah. That's fucked up. Whoopi asking a few questions and shit.
Yeah. Well, when was the last time you spoke with the vice president, and has she talked to you about what she wants to do next? Sought any advice? Maybe governor?
Yesterday, I talk to her frequently. We stay in touch, number one. Number two, she's sought my opinion. I'm not going to tell you what it is.
What to wear to the Met Gala.
That's exactly right. No, but all kidding aside, she's got a difficult decision to make about what she's going to do. Yeah. I hope she stays.
All right, right there. Let's talk about that for a minute. First of all, I don't like that bitch to ask that question. I can't stand that bitch, bro.
Who's that?
The one that asked the question. She a wishy-washy. She a Republican or fake-ass independent leaning Republican, but she keep trying to act like she a Democrat when it's good stuff. You feel me? I don't like that shit. That's that bullshit. But what do you think about what he just said?
It's like, I don't know, man. It's just like, okay, let's say for instance,
You think she should ask him for advice for this? And do you think she should run for governor or president?
Should run for governor or president.
So which ones you think she should do?
Probably back down back down to government versus the president, the legislative branch.
And you think she should ask him?
What he should do?
What about what she should do?
Nah.
For advice.
Nah. Well,
to do either one, go governor or president. You think you should ask him anything about that for advice for that?
What? You saying that she, as far as Kamala Harris, should ask him?
Yeah.
Nah, because he don't know who damn stuff. Like, he just, right now, he have to be guided to walk off stage and shit like that. So I don't know about that.
I personally wouldn't ask him shit because he sabotaged me from winning the last damn time. So what the fuck I'm gonna ask him a question now for? Fuck him. Anything he tell me gonna be some bullshit anyway.
Yeah, because he's not in politics no more. I'm not sure he's officially retired, but he damn sure ain't in it.
Right now, he's just gonna find a way where he could just talk about Trump some kind of way. That's all. Something I want her to do.
Well, Mr. President, you had previously said that you thought that you would have won.
I really can't stand this bitch.
Since then, Donald Trump won all the battleground
She's a fucking MAGA. She was in his first administration. And then she always wishy-washy track like she ain't in it. She was in it.
states and made inroads with almost every major demographic, from working class voters to Hispanic men to Black men. Knowing what you know now, do you think you would have beat him?
Yeah, he still got 7 million fewer votes.
Yes.
Okay. A lot of people didn't show up. Number one. Number two, they're very close in those toss-up states. It was it wasn't a slam dunk, and look, every time I've been on the show, which you've been fortunate.
She asked him, Muche had won. Do you take that question, the answer as him saying yeah or no?
She was just testing his temperature, see where he would go with it. Me personally, I wouldn't have thought he would have won.
Me either.
Because he was slipping so bad.
He would probably got smashed the same way.
Huh?
He probably would have lost the same way.
Yeah, he probably got crushed because he was too slow. Like, he wasn't picking up the pace. Like, he wasn't.
I don't really like committing to things.
City.
I'm scared.
None of that.
He wasn't campaigning. He just went a few debates. He just went to one debate. That shit was a shit show.
I forgot about that.
Like, he had a debate and it was a shit show. He couldn't really move or speak the way he could speak like regularly. He was like keep getting cut off, and he let Trump go over him. He wasn't as constant. He wasn't constant and persistent like he was the first time go around when he first campaigned.
Oh yeah.
When he got in back in 2020.
Yeah.
Because people saw those 4 years, even though the people that was actually tired of those 4 years actually got up and vote. This time go around, I agree with him though when he did say a lot of people didn't get up and vote because people saw that those 4 years was bullshit. Not saying that everybody saw that, but a lot of the people that didn't get up and vote saw that it didn't matter who it was. It was going to be the same result type shit. They was just going to be where they at now. But us that did vote understood that the assignment was that Project 2025, point fucking blank. That right there alone was enough to say, hey, I'm going to go through, if it was another 4 years of bullshit, I will go through another 4 years of bullshit, then to go through 4 years of horseshit. Like, this is horseshit. Like, right now, this is what's going on. You got farmers out there that voted for him for certain particular reasons, and they hurt them the most.
Hell yeah.
It fucked them all the way over. They ain't got no people that work their fields. They ain't got the funding to help out or nothing like that. The terrorists have fucked them up. So this is the result. Matter of fact, it gets to a point where somebody like me might say, fuck it, and go sell some coke. You know what I'm saying? Bring on the baking soda and Pyrex. We're going to make some motherfucking meth ice out this bitch. But nah, on the real tip, yeah, politics is a funny thing, man. Either in or you out. Shit just gets ridiculous at a certain point. You know what I'm saying?
That's my girl, man.
have even argued that leaving the race and endorsing your Vice President Harris, over 100 days before the election hampered her campaign.
Well,
what do you say to those critics?
I say, number one, that there were still 6 full months. She was in every aspect, every decision I made, every decision we made. And I don't think, I hope I don't sound the wrong way.
Wait, what?
I don't think anybody thought we'd be successful as we were. I don't think anybody thought we'd pass the Recovery Act. I don't think anybody thought we'd deal with CHIPS and Science Act. I don't think anybody think we'd have all we got done in a close race. Think about it.
Well,
we got more major legislation passed to fundamentally change the direction of the country than any president has in a long, long time.
Decades.
And so we're in a situation where we came to office and we agreed on 2 things. One, I was sick and tired of trickle-down economics. And my dad used to say, not a whole lot trickle down on his kitchen table. And so we built the economy from the middle out and the bottom up. The strongest economy in the world when we left. That's not hyperbole. That's a fact.
The envy of the world, they used to
We
say.
created more jobs in one term than any president has in American history. I mean, so my point is that we had a very successful effort to change the direction of the country, and we did. And she was every single part of that. She wasn't, I mean, it wasn't like she was a bias. And look, what I realized is, I was a vice president once. And it's a really...
Wait. First of all, he started rambling for a second. It's like, man, trying to follow him, then he lost me.
He's too slow.
Like, God damn.
Yeah.
Hold on, first of all, he started off and said she had 6 months. What the hell are you talking about?
6 months doesn't get the job done.
She had 100 days. Is that 6 months?
6 months, 100 days. 3 months is 90 days. 100 days is about
3.5, 4
3.5 months.
Where you getting the 6 from? He threw me off with it. You heard him say she had 6 months?
That's crazy.
What the fuck are you talking about?
That's crazy.
She had 6 months.
3.5 months is 6, huh?
Where you get 6 months from, bro? Yeah, she had 100 days. Whatever that is, that's not 6 months.
She had 100 days and said 6 months, huh?
And then he said she had. All right, the bro asked him,
"Math is not mathing right now.
Do you think get out when you got out hurt her?" And he said, "Well, she had 6 months." What? Who had 6 months? And then he said, "Oh yeah."
He ain't even campaign for 90 days or
No,
whatever he said. He campaigned for like 2 months.
Is he trying to say, where you getting 6 months from? I don't know. Like, hold up. Did the campaign, that's not even 6 months. It was starting before that too. It's like, where is the 6 months come from?
He stepped down in August.
Yeah, she had 101 days total. And that's like 3.5 months.
Where 6 months come from?
I don't know.
Hold on.
I don't even know what made him say that.
Yeah,
Unless he's trying to add when he ran?
No, you can't add when he ran.
That gotta be what he doing.
He ran, but he didn't even campaign.
The 3 months before was the time he's supposed to run, right? He was running. I'm thinking he adding his 3 months.
He better not be.
Is he trying to say the 3 months that he did in hers is 6 months? That's enough? Wait, what?
I'm trying to think because at that point, the Democratic Party was.
Yeah, they both was nominees by that time, him and Trump, right?
Yeah, they was.
So he adding his 3 months then.
Why is he had?
Why he doing that? That's odd, bro. Unless he feel like together was enough. Like, I don't get it.
He probably thinking that the fact that if
she didn't have no fucking 3 months. That was the question.
Yeah,
she didn't have no 6 months.
She ain't had 6 months. She just had 90 days, man.
It's like, hold on, what he that nigga wild for that one, bro.
Because he stepped down back in August. Like the end of July, beginning of August. And that was it.
Yeah, and that's it. You got 3 months.
You got 3 months after that. But if you're talking about his,
I think he adding his in there. Then.
Now, if you adding his 3 months, the only part I would probably understand what he's saying is that if he was campaigning somewhere else, she should be campaigning somewhere else. But then you be campaigning and saying, "Hey, bring Biden back in the office, not yourself, because you're not nominated yet." He didn't step down.
Yeah, that was odd.
Oh God.
All right, Bob. Watching and listen to him there, though.
Hey, look.
Do you think he could have been the president for 4 more years?
First of all, he needs to sit down and rub his fucking cat or dog and take care of his Alzheimer's. What the fuck is he talking about? Yeah, that shit is crazy. All right. He better not be adding his 3 months because it wouldn't make sense. Because
he did that. That had to be what
if
he did.
She's campaigning, here's the thing: if you campaigning for that 3 months, the 3 months he's talking about, then that means you'd be saying, "Hey, vote for Biden. You'll have me too." Now, vote for me. I'll be president. You color president or whatever the shit is. But that lost me.
I'm starting to think.
What was the question you was asking?
Do you feel like he? Well, you asked it, but I think he. I don't know. I think he just added his 3 months in it. He just feel like I don't know. He said she had 6 months. I think he added his part in and saying that was 6 months worth of enough or something. I don't know.
That's weird, but hey, look.
But he was losing when she got in.
Yeah, and the Democratic Party morale was shot. Like,
so if you was losing when she got in, so it was already gonna be a loss.
Yeah.
So it was she basically a Hail Mary for real. And the nigga dropped it in the end zone. That's what happened. Nigga had to join the end zone and slip through his fingers. Like, oh god damn it.
Nah, what he did was
that was a Hail Mary though.
What he did was he had a Hail Mary. Ran up to the 1 yard line and dropped the ball right there in celebration early.
Way too early.
Like Miami did last year. He dropped it on the 2 yard line and fumbled the ball right there and went out of bounds.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what's going on with this. Yeah, this is funny. Politics is funny. I think they celebrated way too early. Was thinking that Trump's antics and his antics and the shit he was saying didn't make sense at all.
Mm-hmm.
So the Democratic parties, once again, they did this with Hillary. They sat back and just looked at everything unfold, and it blew up in their face.
And it always be things where they'll think the normal person ain't gonna believe that. That's the part they gotta get over is the normal person do believe that bullshit. So you gotta get in there.
You talking about as far
anything, dumb shit.
You talking about the rhetoric?
Yeah. Their whole thought process is that's too crazy. Like for example, Kamala, when they started playing with the is she black shit, and when they first brought that to her, she laughed. It was like, there's no way. I'm not even gonna respond to that. You know what I'm saying? It's like nobody in her mind would even engage in that. That's some craziness. But what happened to it? You see what I'm saying? People do engage in that dumbass shit. Like
you forgot.
And their thought process is her and Democrats were nobody gonna believe people is running over the border and you know what I'm saying? All that stuff. You're not gonna believe it, but people did. Ain't that some shit?
Yeah, people did believe that. But you know, what was the other thing he said? He said they eating your cats. They believe that too.
Exactly. So when she get on there, it was like, oh my God, did it like this, right? And their mind, and your mind, and my mind is that's some dumb shit he just said. But people believe that.
That's because we got common sense. A lot of people don't have common sense.
Now you're seeing what Democrats have to wake up to is people not gonna believe her. Some people will believe jackass shit, and you gotta address those people before they start believing it.
And that's the problem. You Democrats out there, they was being naive. First of all,
that's the word right there.
They was being very naive about not believing what anybody was saying, like what people believe. Like right now, me personally, UFOs, right? I don't believe in UFO unless it land on the ground and the aliens come out and say, "Hey, how you do, neighbor?" Then I believe it, and somebody got it on recording. Other than that, I don't believe that shit either. I have to see aliens. Let me see a spaceship land here, so I can haul ass the other way. So I can haul ass the other way and say, "I seen the alien. I believe in UFOs now." Other than that, I don't believe in UFOs. Me personally, I don't believe in UFOs. I don't believe in them because if they existed, we would have seen them by now. We would have seen them walking around.
All right, hold on. So, what is your first impression? What is a UFO?
It's an unidentified vehicle, object or something.
What is it?
It's an something object. Unidentified flying object. Forgot what it was. Unidentified flying object.
It stands for unidentified flying object. You're right.
But
it refers to any aerial object or optical phenomenon that cannot be immediately identified or explained by the observer, by the term UFO. So you saying you don't believe in UFOs when the term itself just means it's some, like if something was to fly in space right now, you at the first look at it can't explain what it is. So now it's a UFO.
Right.
When the whole time could be just like a fucking regular plane. But
right.
You couldn't explain it at the time. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So it ain't like it's a special ship flying down that's called a UFO. It's for people that's watching so they can understand the difference between what UFO means. So when most people hear UFO, they're thinking of somebody coming down, an alien or something coming down the joint, a freaky ass plane flying around this joint. You feel me? When in reality, it's not really that. It's just to the observer, a person looking. Can they tell what that is now? Right? If they can't, it's an unidentified flying object. Now you see what I'm saying?
Right.
And when it comes down, most times, that's what the fuck that is. You feel me?
Right.
So now you said you don't believe in UFOs.
I don't.
Go ahead.
The only reason why I don't is because, flying is an unidentified flying object. You can't pick it up on radar, right?
Mm-hmm. It's
just in the air. Can that motherfucker land so we could really see what the fuck it is? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it going to blow us up? Independence Day our asses? What the fuck is going on? That's the part I'm talking about. The identified flying object, yes. But if it's like, can it land? Can we find out what
the fuck is it?
Like, what is it?
But another thing is, you gotta realize some of these terms are old, bro. Like when they started saying UFO, they ain't had the technology we got now. So it would be longer for you to recognize what the hell is that up there. It'd be somebody in Nebraska that called the police saying, "I see this wild shit." You know what I'm saying? And the whole time you can't identify it. They don't have the technology at the time. So it's going to be called a UFO. You know what I'm saying? Like now, you don't hear it as much because you can identify shit from your living room. You could probably do it your damn self. You only got to wait for the NASA to do this shit. You can only Google some fucking way and do it yourself at this point.
Right. Like
what the fuck?
This motherfucker just landed on here.
Yeah. I see a motherfucker Google. You go on Google Maps, right? Go on the state, pull that up, get small, pull the shit bigger. Now you're in somebody fucking middle fucking park where they park their cars. It's like, what the fuck? You looking at that motherfucking street and everything. Like, god damn, nigga. I don't even see how niggas can even cheat on their hoes these days, bro. I don't even think it's possible.
Yeah, you can't do it. No
like, what do y'all do? You gotta be faithful these days. That's what you gotta do. Sorry. Fuckers got trackers. They got your phone. They got texts where you texting to bitches and it's going to that phone.
Who's this?
You texting the whole time going to her phone. Oh, you think that bitch pussy sweet? Okay. Wait till you get your ass in. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The whole time you're like, hold on, how you know that? Yep, it's not 1990 no more, motherfucker. We divorced. Fuck around with you. Nah, yeah, I don't know how they even do it. The same thing as the UFO. It's like times change. Like normal motherfuckers can do more than what they do in the 1950s. The NASA can do in the 1950s. You could do in your living room now. You feel me?
Right. You could just look out. You got a telescope.
It's wild
check
shit,
out
yeah.
in space. Like you know, but
That's crazy. Cause I thought about this before, right? I want to do an episode where we go back and look at the Jetsons. Did you watch the Jetsons?
yeah.
Do you remember anything? Like I haven't went back and watched it since I was young, right? So I don't know how I react to some of the stuff I'm looking
I
at.
think they remade it. They remade that and Scooby Doo.
So if you was to watch the Jetsons, do you think some of that stuff now we're looking at it? Are we doing it now? Is this what they? Are we doing anything that was? Because we're alive. Me and you're alive now. We watched that show that was predicting the future, right?
Yeah, it was.
Me and you are now looking at. We are in the future. All right. So give me one thing from the Jetsons where you think it's now. We doing now.
Okay. The voice activation shit.
That's true. That's true.
TVs.
Not only that, they was talking to people in the motherfucking whatever thing they had in their hand.
Yeah, the little.
And the person was in it.
Yeah. So
ain't that some shit?
So you FaceTime.
Yeah, that's what they was doing.
The cartoon was before its time. Like,
what about the food where they put it in this little thing and the next thing you know, they put some powder in the shit and they pull it out as a whole whatever the fuck. You know, people do that now, bro.
Yeah.
That's some wild shit. I gotta go back and look at it because there's a lot of shit I forgot.
You got the air fryer, you got the new wave oven.
Yep. The daughter and the little son used to put shit in that little joint. You talking about, right?
Yeah, they got the joint where you could put what was that? Then it was easy bake ovens after that. Remember?
Yep.
Put it in there for about 2 minutes and it came out.
Fuck yeah, yep. The only thing is the car's not flying.
Yeah, the car's not flying and the house is not like that.
I gotta go back and look at it though. But I want to do an episode when we go back and look at the Jetsons and see did any of that shit come true. Like it was another joint, was it? It was something else back there. It was Jetsons. It was another joint that told the future. But I know the Jetsons for sure. I want to go back and look at it. I remember them putting shit in a little box and the food come out.
I know they did a special on the Jets meet the Flintstones.
That's crazy. I used to love Flintstones too.
They had the joke where they meet the Flintstones, the Stone Age meet the future, which was cool. It was a cool concept.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. Yeah, that's right. I remember that.
That was a cool concept. The past meet the future. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that time. But yeah, I don't know. That's crazy, man. But yeah. Moving on though, it's a few things that happen, right? You don't remember where main man got his ass beat by the 5 black police officers and shit?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, we know about that.
Yeah,
they got off too.
I'm gonna play a little bit of the main man that's I think he had activists or something for this Tyree Nichols family and shit. I'm gonna play a little bit of what he was talking about on that joint, which is crazy.
Tyree Nichols. Yesterday, Tadarius Bean, Justin Smith, and Demetrius Haley gave another kick, a deadly kick, to Tyree Nichols and his family. But we stand with this family to lift this family up in prayer. And to call on the God of justice. To deliver real justice for Tyree Nichols. But we were not under any illusion yesterday or last week in trial with an all-white jury from Hamilton County in Chattanooga. We were not under any illusion. But it just wasn't any white jury from Hamilton County. It was the most racist and the most redneck jury that they could have ever found to preside over this case in the matter of justice for Tyree. Nichols.
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Two things. Three things, four things for real. All right, first, everybody don't know, this is Tennessee with officers, they all were black. It was about 2 years ago where he just named up all the police officers, and they all was found now guilty on second-degree murder, where they all beat him up, where it's a motherfucker. Tennessee changed their police officer, chief of police. And the chief of police came in with different tactics, right? Where he had this squad riding around in the van. Now, here in D.C., we can speak to that, where they had something called the jump outs here, where it's a van full of police officers riding around in an unmarked van and jump out literally without asking no questions about shit. And that is what my man right here found himself in the middle of, is a jump out crew. In the middle of that jump out crew, he was murdered. They has been let off, not even a slap on the wrist, bruh. They just set free. What you think?
Yeah, they found it the easy way out. Like you said, it's an all-white jury. Mm-hmm. They just, concocted. We know the history of that. It's never good when you have all-white jury in a black man's trial. It's never good. It's never going to end good. If you throw in a little bit of, some seasoning in it, you'll have a different outcome. So, it is what it is with that. We know we already know what's the end game for that. But again, we have a different administration. It's only Blue Lives Matter when it benefits that one individual.
So that's what I was about to ask you. See, this is his argument right there. That's what I want to ask you. When somebody say it's just racist, right? And then an average white person, you tell them that all the people that hit him, that beat him, were all black, then it's hard for people to decipher what are you saying when you say it's an all-white jury. Because in somebody's normal mind is it's an all-white jury. The black motherfuckers beat a black motherfucker. What the fuck are you talking about? You know what I'm saying? And you just hit on that with distincts these black motherfuckers. The blue.
Yeah.
That's what separates these black motherfuckers.
It's blue
from that black motherfucker.
Black no more. It's blue. Matter of fact, it's house nigga blue, but it's still blue. Now that's how you separate that from the all-white jury part. It's Blue Lives Matter
I just want to explain that, yeah. Want to explain when he say all white jury and you're looking at black people beating black people, we had to explain what that meant, what he's saying when he's saying that.
It's no different from when a white person abused their power on a black person or anybody. You see it on TV every day with ICE. ICE is not really ICE. ICE is made up of Proud Boys and people that actually agree with the bullshit that's going on. Again, these people are appointed into that's the judge too. The judge is included in that. These people are included with this stimulus package. Stimulus package is the people that looks up to situations like this and turn a blind eye. Your tax money, turn a blind eye. You yourself as an individual, as a normal person, turn a blind eye. It only matters when it matters to certain folks. So certain folks is certain strokes. Again, ICE is made up of possibly some of the people from January 6th.
Oh, ain't no possibly. Them motherfuckers there.
They in there.
Definitely no possible.
Proud Boys. People who worship the floor that certain people in the government walks on. It spills over to the states. That's why you always sit there and say, let the states handle it, because the states will handle it.
Yeah, because they racist as fuck.
Racist as fuck.
That's why I hate when he say let the states handle something and people take that as, yeah, that sounds right. No, motherfucker, that don't sound right.
Yeah, the state's gonna handle it that way too. They're gonna handle it the same way. Look at DC, right? Black Lives Matter Plaza gone. Artifacts in the African History Museum gone. Why aren't artifacts in any other museum gone? Why it has to be only the African American Museum? You got people getting fired left and right. You got a librarian that got fired the other day. What'd she do? She's a librarian. Huh? What's going on here? You know, you gotta ask yourself these questions like, what the fuck is going on? That's a librarian. She gets fired. But it's people that doesn't look at the same view as the politicians that you have before you. That's just it. Oh, you was about to go there anyway.
Yeah, so anybody don't know what you're talking about. What goes into the bigger picture of the stuff he do, like some of the stuff he do is just blatant racist shit. Like you can't deny it. It'd be sexist shit. It'd be racist. Anybody that try to defend the shit, it just be, what are you talking about at this point, bro? Like, come on. Like you just say, fire the librarian for no fucking reason. She's 71 years old. She's been in the government librarian for almost 50 years. Mind her fucking business. He fires her.
Through email too, they said get effective immediately, your ass is out. Damn. Because she don't share the same view as the other people. And that's just it's wrong. It's wrong as fuck. Why are we doing this?
Nah, what it is, niggas voted for this jackass nigga. And he's a bitch that's blatantly a racist and does racist shit. And every time he does something racist like this, people got pointed out, bro. Like now, I don't even think nobody knew he did this to this lady. But now, if you watch this, yeah. You know what I'm saying? So most people, I give credit to motherfucking Black Star Network. They do pay me for stuff like this, but it's few and far between the people that bring up the stuff like this that's in our communities. You know what I'm saying? The Black community is what we want to better and prosper. You know what I'm saying? And make safe. And that's what we want. And most of the shit that he does go against what we want but for our families, bro. You know?
It's not right at all.
But he says it's not right.
It's not, because oh my God, like imagine me being imagine me being at work and I just walking in, was 9:30 in the morning, 9:30 in the morning. I check my email and see that it says that I'm fired. It's like you could have called me at home. And why am I being fired? For no reason? Because you don't share the same view? First of all, honestly, these people that are fired for no reason, they are fighting back by going to court, right? Some being successful, some not being successful as far as, getting their jobs back. But the other part, which is in the hell of me, is like, with all the dismantling of the government, right? Social Security is in jeopardy. Union itself is in jeopardy. They talking about taking away unions. That's in jeopardy. Fucking minimum wage is in jeopardy. Shit going up. That ain't in jeopardy. That shit's gonna be there.
Oh yeah,
shit gonna be up. You gonna lose your job, have no money. Oh, your ass going to the street for sure.
ASAP.
And for some reason, it's like this is what I'm not showing what the Republican end plan is, but I know the begin game is. The begin game is the profit off of your money, off of you, as the American people out there. Your tax dollars is going to them. You got air trafficking people that's getting fired or laid off. Like, planes gonna start being delayed a lot. Like, this is fucking amazing. But also, what I've heard in the underground is that Trump cashed in on some cryptocurrencies.
He cashed in on a lot of shit, bro.
He cashed in on a couple $1 billion of cryptic coins and shit. And he ain't even supposed to be doing business as a president. So as the people, you have to use your common sense. The man has cashed out billions of dollars. He goes trips to golf with your tax dollars. That's the other thing. Did you know they even named a golf course up in Bethesda or somewhere in Northern Virginia, somewhere in the Potomac area? Trump Golf Course, National Golf Course.
Lord have mercy.
Did you know that?
Would never step foot on anything that says his bitch ass nigga.
Matter of fact, did you know it's on Google?
Damn.
Golf of America, of course, is on Google. So I'm like,
they changed it?
Yeah, Golf of America is Golf of Mexico, is Golf of America, what you call it? Shit. If you look on Google, Berry Farms has moved from Berry Farms to fucking where is that now? MLK. A historic Anacostia. Did you know that too?
No.
They moved Berry Farms over to the right. I'm like,
shit like that. Fuck? They do shit like that to motherfucking try to spread the black people out so white motherfuckers win some of these districts. They slick like that.
Yeah,
but
they do that.
Appreciate everybody, man. Be tuned in, man. Hoodviewpolitics will be look for the black debate. We want to talk about black issues and what makes it better for our culture. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate everybody to take that time. I want to ask you about motherfucker Draymond Green though before we leave, right? You got suspended the other day. But then after the joint, he said they trying to make him an angry black man. You agree with that or disagree?
I'm gonna say they not trying to do that. He doing that himself. See, the thing is, you came in, you pretty much, people pretty much paint themselves in a picture, a certain place. That's like the whole thing with Deion Sanders' son getting drafted in the 5th round. That was wrong as shit. But Deion and his son hands are not all the way clean in that. So, as you've been a sports figure in NBA, NFL, golf, baseball, it doesn't matter. It wants you to come in with a clean image because you're representing them. It makes it worse you have to be tip-top, perfect form and how you carry yourself when you in sports, especially when you are black. When you're black, you wear a tan suit, they're gonna crucify you, like they did Obama when he was president. That's the only thing he did wrong, and quote unquote wrong, wear a tan suit. So you take that example and you spread that around to everyday life. You go to the store, you see somebody following you around, make sure you ain't stealing, shit like that. We come in with this image that they see us as we're the thief, or we're the villain, or we're dirty, or we're one fifth of a person, or 1/3 of a person, as they say.
So
you have to carry yourself a certain way.
True. So when you first think of Draymond Green, what you first think of?
Him. When I think about Draymond Green, first of all, I think about him being in the wrong sport. He should play football. This motherfucker be tumbling and you be running over motherfuckers. I'm like, damn, nigga.
Now, he's four-time champion, four-time all-star, and defensive player of the year.
He's a good ball player, though. He just gotta cut that shit out.
But see, what I'm saying is, when you think of him, for example, when you think of motherfucker, what's the motherfucker ran for president? Fuck, with the head like he stuck his finger in the socket. The gray head. Damn.
Dr. Oz?
Well, man, he ran for president. He on the Democrat side.
On the Democratic side?
Yeah, he ran for president.
Ralph Nader?
God damn. He ran for president this time, too.
He said he looked like he stuck his finger in the socket.
Damn, forgot his name.
He got wild hair.
Yeah. Dr. Shit. I'm mad now. But yeah. What's this nigga name now? Now I'm blown, yeah. God, the one with the hair. But when you think of Dr. Umar, what do you think of?
I think partially he's a hypocrite. Some things he say I agree with. Some stuff just be out of context or out of place. That's what I think about him. Don't get me wrong. He talk a good game. Shit he says out. But is he practicing what he preaches? What I mean. Some people be like, hey, you should go to church every Sunday. Oh, let me give you a perfect example. This pastor, it was some time ago, it was a pastor, he told his congregation, suck his penis for the holy milk. And as funny as the story is, they believed him. And not only they sucked his dick, they lined up sucked his dick for the holy milk. Look it up, everybody. I'm not making this up. I'm not making this up at all. It's pastor. He's telling everybody, suck his holy milk. And for the people that want to have a business, he tells them to smear it on their face. And they'll have a business. And when you spit these so with me saying that, it makes me think about Trump now again. Made me think, if he say some shit like that, and if somebody go over there and do that shit, you deserve the biggest ass whooping your life has ever depended on if you ever do some shit like that. But you have to see for yourself if that's the type of thing that you want to get into. Like, you have to have an understanding for yourself. Is this right? Or, you don't go to church to suck nobody's dick.
Hey, what the fuck?
Like, if a politician tell you to jump off a bridge, don't do it. If a pastor tell you to suck a dick and smear in your face, and voila, a business will pop up in the middle of nowhere, then something's wrong with you. And Dr. Umar, like again, he spits a good game, but is he practicing what he preach? And if he is practicing what he preach, cool, keep speaking. But again, you have to have with him, Trump, these guys, if they speak a good game, you gotta have an understanding within yourself to know what is right and what is wrong. If this is the correct way to go, or you just following them because you just following them. Like, that's the problem in this world. We have a lot of chiefs and not enough Indians. Like, everybody want to be a chief, and everybody not trying to be an Indian first. Everybody just jumping in head first. Stupid.
That's funny. I don't know. But when you think of that motherfucker, you'll think angry black man. But when you think of Green, you don't think of angry black man. You just think of a motherfucker that's out of control when he playing basketball, fucking people up. You never think of an angry black man. That's my point. It's like, where did he get that even from? You the one elbowing motherfuckers all over the place.
That's what.
Like,
you saying,
what are you talking about?
Like, that's what I'm saying. What you say?
Tripping.
It's like you just talking.
Yeah.
That's my point. You just talking, just to be talking. For what?
Yeah, he be fucking everybody up.
Yeah,
he got technicals all over the place, bro. Like, bro, what are you talking about? It's not no angry black man. It's what you doing out there. You acting an ass out that bitch, bro. Fuck you talking about? I never thought of you as an angry black man. I just think you out of fucking control. Fuck. Appreciate everybody, man. Tune in tonight. We appreciate y'all a whole lot, man. Checking us out. Yeah, god damn it. That's the fool I was trying to think of. Dr. Cornel West, bro. You think of him, what's the first thing you think of? Angry black man for goddamn show. If you show a picture of this nigga here to any white motherfucker, that is an angry black man. Draymond Green run around talking about, yeah, get the fuck out of here. And then I hate it when these motherfuckers be fucking quadrillionaires and act like, oh man, y'all is pressing me because I'm black. Nigga, I hit your ass in the head with this phone. Fuck wrong with you? Leave that for us. Your ass rich.
Who said that?
Draymond Green, man. Leave all that stuff for people like us, bro. We use those things. Why do y'all be rich motherfucking fucks and use it? Oh, y'all trying to make me out to be an angry black man or some shit like that. Or get the fuck, nigga. That's us. We need that. You know what I'm saying, Tom? Leave that for us. Motherfucker. Appreciate everybody, though. Tune in tonight, man. Be back. Appreciate my man, OnlyFans Jay, for subbing in for number one soul brother. You know what I'm saying, dog? Appreciate everybody, though. You got something to say, guys?
As the angry black man.
No one might say I'm an angry black man out this bitch. Motherfucker, watch this potty.
But see, that's the difference. They see us as an angry black man. They see us as being over somebody's tree and some shit.
That's even worse, bro.
Or
you know what I'm saying?
Being in jail or in a straitjacket. That's the way they see us.
You said a straitjacket.
Yeah, they see us in a different form.
Oh man, that's it. You guys want to say when we get out the pot before we get out this joint?
Yeah, just cut to you like this. Just follow your brain, whatever the fuck, because a lot of people out there ain't thinking right. I don't know what the fuck is going on. The world is a ghetto.
The world is a ghetto. That's my shit right there, boy. You don't know about that.
The world is a ghetto.
The world is a... Who sing that then?
The Ghetto Boy.
Hey, appreciate everybody though. We tuning in. We'll try to come to y'all with more and more motherfucking shit. What's that called? Content. You know what I'm saying, dog? Hey, follow your boys, man. Hoodviewpolitics coming at you each and every week. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you. Free my guy, Black and we
talking about politics coming from a view of the streets. You know what I'm saying, dog? We're not coming from professional view. We're not lawyers. None of that shit that's on TV. You know what I'm saying? We come straight from the hood. The hood view.